the February 7th, 2023 edition of Survivor's Circle. And in honor of the Super Bowl, we have chosen our names to set to be proper. And how are you doing today, Maria?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Oh,
We're going to
I
start
got
the day. I turn that off. Let's
I got the
start the day. I want to start the day with something funny.
please,
I think it would be great.
please.
Okay. Screen. Now, come on, bring it up. There we go. One. Why? Why am I? Oh, there it is. That's why I didn't bring it up. In honor of the State of the Union speech
Mm-hmm.
coming up a little later this evening, uh, Marjorie Taylor Greene has chosen her outfit for the evening. Thought
That's
you'd like
awesome.
that.
That is so awesome.
Uh,
I
okay.
love that. It's humor. Oh my God. There's
Yes,
humor. Watch
I
out.
did. Then we've got the fishermen off Myrtle Beach. Oh wait, those are sorry, those are Navy SEALs
Mm,
dragging in the new Roswell.
yeah,
This is the new Roswell picture.
apparently.
I'm
That's
sure
oh, that's
I'm sure
love
if
it.
you zoom in, they'll have like a quizzical look on their face, saying, "What the fuck is this shit?"
It's just a weather balloon.
It's just a weather balloon. Yes. What's
That's
the
amazing.
strange writing on these beams?
Yeah,
And this stuff keeps trying to straighten itself back out. What the heck? So
that's wonderful. I love that.
I just
Oh,
had I just
I've got, oh no, I can't do that joke. It doesn't work. Only I can do it. Never mind.
oh I thought that was I saw that and I thought I gotta share that. That is just so funny.
That's perfect. That
Ah,
is perfect.
so I mean, God knows there's other things going on in the world that but and that kept us captivated for a week. Really, face it. God,
They did
it's
that on
so.
purpose.
I thought it was fun. I thought it was. It's just of all the, yeah. I don't know. Maybe something important happened. Was supposed to be happening last week that no one heard anything about. Of course, it might have been maybe the earthquake.
Oh
Maybe
my
the
goodness.
Chinese have unleashed their earthquake weapons. I don't know. God, that was the one
Um,
they used. The harp was a
that
harp that
was
was supposed to cause earthquakes.
no, I think what was it? Harp. Harp was what was screwing with the
With,
stratosphere.
okay. Well, I thought it could do earthquakes too.
You know,
I,
if it was pointed downward, it probably could. But
it bounced
I
off,
just,
bounced off the ionosphere layer and come down and
I
drop
know.
California into the Pacific Ocean.
God, wouldn't that be great? As far as the state, not the people in it, but just
Yeah, but,
move all those idiots out of
people
there and let them see what the real world's like.
people in Nevada need beaches too.
Yes,
Oh, that's terrible.
that would be wonderful.
Hmm.
I
Get
don't
rid
know.
of that.
Washington and Oregon's not too far behind them, but anyway.
Yes, actually, the
Mhm.
the earthquake fault offstream offshore
Mhm.
in Oregon is actually historically one of the most dangerous ones
Mhm.
because it doesn't happen. It's not like the San Andreas. The San Andreas moves a little bit and then it lets loose, and moves a little bit and lets loose.
Right.
The one in Oregon, the one offshore in Oregon, has a history of letting loose about every 400 years, with a significantly higher bang. So
we were talking about that when the last time the New Madrid fault
yeah,
line. We decided it was in the 1800s, right?
No, the New Madrid was in the. I think I did look it up, like 1890 or something like that. And then and I can remember that one very specifically because my fourth grade teacher, who was probably in her 60s when I was in the fourth grade, had experienced that, and she told us all about it. So yeah, wow.
Well, see, my grandfather was born in July of 1899. So
Your grandmother,
my grandfather.
grandfather, okay.
Yeah. Grandma was born
my hearing hasn't recovered yet from the startup.
Yeah.
I heard granddaughter. Wait a minute. Are you a time traveler? Your granddaughter was born in 1899.
Grand. You'd start learning how to do sign language for you on these. So anyway.
Yeah, really, it's close.
This is all I know right now.
The time for that is closer than we'd like to admit. I mean, that was one of the things with COVID when the masks came in. It was like I lost half my hearing. I said, "Damn, I never realized."
A piece of paper could hold back that much noise.
Exactly. No, that a third of what I heard was translated by reading lips. Okay, I mean it's obvious. It was obvious to me at that point. But hey, you hang around with people pounding on steel for 25 years, it has an effect on you.
That's true.
Yeah.
So Bobby had sent me something in Skype. It was a YouTube link.
Okay.
So I'll have to check this out later.
What did I do? You're not going to do it live? Well, it's Bobby.
But it's a YouTube link. It's not porn. It came from Bobby. It's not porn. That's Andy we have to worry about.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Andy. Yeah, I don't know. I'll see. Andy's been slacking lately. Usually he piles me up with.
Well, he sent me something this afternoon about Disney. Disney has crossed.
Yes, I got that too.
Has crossed the Rubicon. There.
What little part that I watched of it? That's to me that's it's a little extreme. It's a little.
Oh my God! Of course it is.
There's enough of that shit in the news. We don't need any more. We don't need fucking cartoons about it.
Oh my God! I still like this. I think this is I really like that picture. That's a well composed picture. Keep looking at.
The which one? Oh yeah. So why did it take Navy SEALs to go get it?
Well, what else are they going to do? They just bark and balance something on their nose, or what? No. Oh, those aren't the real SEALs. These are the guys. These are like the trainees. They sent them to get. They sent them to get the envelope.
That makes sense.
The real guys are in the mini sub over where the hard parts are. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
They're over there with their underwater dust. They're over there with their underwater dust busters.
Oh, that's funny.
Gathering up all the bits and pieces of circuitry and all that fun stuff. So I thought that would be Oh, somebody really ought to do that. Somebody should like Photoshop and make some guys swimming along the sand in the ocean, bottom of the ocean, with dust busters.
Oh, that would be bad.
Yes, yes. If I were only, if my graphics skills were only equivalent to my imagination, I'd be like the king of the memes.
Yeah.
Have all these great ideas, but don't know quite how to pull it off. Or well, actually, at this point, I generally know how to pull it off, but by the time I got it done, nobody would be getting the joke anymore.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, like 3 weeks from now, it wouldn't be as funny.
I'm already tired of seeing the memes of this stupid balloon, but anyway.
Okay.
It's not even funny anymore.
So what other wonderful things are we talking about today?
Oh, I don't know. Andy just keeps loading me up with videos and shit that I can't play.
Oh,
I don't know. Let's try it.
Oh my God. Uh-oh, look out. Stand back.
Yeah, why not? Let's get adventurous here. And I got to remember how I did this before. This button, then this button.
Mm-hmm. Dun, dun.
Has no sound, apparently.
Something just.
Hey, this looks like something maybe Ron should try.
Well, it's really easy once you do it half a dozen times. So I say. All I have to do is remember. I just have to retrain myself every day, every time I come on to do it.
Mm-hmm. Great financial news for me this morning. I no longer have to send 16. Oh, Andy, that's bad.
Oh, God.
That was bad. All right, so let's see. I'm going to see. Okay, maybe I can get this to work again.
There it goes.
Let's try. Is that working?
Yes.
Okay. I had to watch it first because you never know with Andy. Yeah, I had to make sure there was no sexual content. Heaven forbid, 2 men are fixing to get eaten by lions. We can do that. But anyway.
Yeah. Obviously, they weren't terribly hungry lions. Yes.
No,
I wouldn't want to play. I wouldn't want to do that, even for a joke, even with quote unquote tame lions or whatever. That was no. No, I'm not that. Just not going to do it.
Not that adventurous. No.
No. I value my hindquarters far more than that.
What lights are you talking about?
Do not wish to be kitty food.
No.
What are the lights for? Which lights, Bob? Which lights? Which lights are on?
Which lights?
Okay. My lights, your lights, headlights, highlights, low lights, no lights.
See, he probably didn't. He got up to go get his supper.
Your lights, your nice pink lights around your window look very nice.
Well, actually, they're purple. They've always been there.
Okay.
But I put them up for Halloween instead of orange. I put purple.
Okay.
But because I kind of figured
that means it's all seasons.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking it's
Yes.
like by the time that we get through Valentine's Day, then the purple could be
Mhm.
like for spring.
Yes.
You know, I don't,
Easter. Easter. Easter.
and yeah,
Purple bunnies. Purple eggs.
I should have got some green lights for St. Patrick's Day, but they've got that stupid green light shit in. Thank you, Ron. I think purple does look better. It's not as bright. It doesn't bring in the bugs like the orange and
Okay.
all the other stuff does. So.
Something.
What are you looking for, dear?
Oh, I got. That's not
When
there.
your youngins text you?
No, not this time. I called him early.
Gotcha.
Earlier today and said, I thought it said. I guess not. I have no idea. No idea whatsoever.
But this
Oh,
past
Oofy.
Sunday,
Now,
Oofy.
oh,
How's my
God.
Oofy?
Oof. Did you get an Oofy? Can you? I'll have to. This is good enough. I will have to do this one.
Mm-hmm.
It will be tough, but I will do this.
Ron, I'm glad you found me on Instagram. I don't have a whole lot on there.
King.
But anyway, yeah. I guess, I mean, I haven't posted much on Instagram here lately, Ron. I need to get to where I give a shit again, I guess. I don't know. I got a lot of pictures of the grandbaby that I could post, and I just haven't done it yet.
Okay, now we're going to do this one again. Wrong. Hit the wrong button. Right here.
This is so funny that Charles has to talk himself through each step of what he's doing.
Yes.
To get to where he's going. So.
Ding, 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 ding. Ask, and we have the best backup team that's can ask for anywhere.
Oh yeah.
We wanted a scuba diver with a dust buster. There we go. We got one.
Tell you what, Oofy's freaking awesome now. She can find whatever, whenever.
I think she has an edge on us somehow. You know.
You think?
I think she's got it in with Chat AI. That.
Yep. CT's got it made with Oofy. Just saying.
Yep.
That'll be wonderful.
That is great.
But yeah, no. It's one of those things. This is one of those shows where it's like neither one of us want to talk about all the stupid shit that's going on in the world. And then, I mean, so I think we ought to just spend the rest of the time posting pictures of kittens and.
So you got first choice with the football teams for Sunday. So you think the Eagles are going to take it?
I'm going for the Eagles because that's the NFC. So I'm not an AFC girl.
You know what? I honestly have not watched one football game this year.
You know, I tell you, so many years. I mean, when I was little, we didn't have the channels selection that we have now. Just nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. So you watched whatever football.
No kidding. You watched what you could get. Yes, absolutely.
Exactly. And you had to grab a hold of the antenna or whatever. We were lucky.
The coat hanger and the tin foil. Hold it just like this.
Yeah, it's like do this and wait a minute. Like, but anyway, we were fortunate. We had a tower antenna. We had one that was way up there and we could turn. So anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, we were blessed. We were the spoiled white children. But anyway, in the ghetto. So we watched. my father and I, we watched football all the time, and it was a lot. They always showed the Washington Redskins, always. And of course, my dad had been a Redskins fan forever. So that's who we watched. And, and it's like the Redskins, oh my God, they just 30 years, I think it's been. They haven't been able to do anything. And
did they move?
Oh, no. No, all this political bullshit come in, and they had to change their name. There for a while.
Okay.
God, don't get me started on these fucking football teams. I'm sorry. And all of these mascots and things like that. It is what it is. It has been forever. Yeah. It's never stopped either race from rooting, chanting, going to the games, going to the colleges, being a part of everything. And then, oh no, then here comes all these little whiny ass people.
Who did Jim Thorpe play for? Didn't he play for Chicago? He probably played for more than one pro team, but one of the greatest Olympians ever out of the United States. Jim Thorpe,
I mean, it kind of drives me crazy. Why is PETA not pissed off because we've got the Bears, we've got the Bengals, we've got the Wildcats?
They probably are, but one of these days they'll be granted personhood, and then you just won't be able to do that. Especially the Eagles.
It's just ridiculous.
Eagles. I mean, that's they have dignity. They have they're not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're symbol. A great symbol of America.
Yeah.
I think Ben Franklin was right. He wanted the national bird to be a turkey. They're dumb. They're dumb and they taste good.
That's exactly what we need right now.
That's
America is not the Eagles.
Fitting. Yes, that's far more fitting than
that.
Yes. Oh my God.
I don't know. The turkeys represent our government. The eagle represents the people, because you know what? We could just.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Okay, I got that. I think.
Charles is talking to himself again. What the hell are you talking about?
Apparently, I got another one.
Ooh, Oofy's sending him secret messages.
Yeah.
Oofy and Charles sitting in the tree. Yes, there you go. That's more like it. We need an Ewok.
Ooh. Oh wow. No. Wonder if Star Wars has a problem with that kind of thing. The Ewoks and the Wookiees and oh my God, they had a whole menagerie to be of different races from different planets to be upset about.
But they were diverse, not like we aren't, but heaven forbid,
Oh, heaven forbid.
I don't know. I just want my sports teams back the way they were. You can't have.
Are you a basketball fan too?
Yes. College, not NBA. Screw that shit.
You just want the short shorts to come back, don't you?
Oh my God, I remember those. I had to wear those damn things. No.
Oh, so did I. So there you go.
Yes, you did. Yes.
Wow.
The red team is going to win. Look at Julie's chiming in. The red team's going to win.
If you go back on YouTube or something and watch some of those old historic games, that's the first thing you look and you say, well, those are.
Oh my God. How did they move? I remember plenty of times being up at the free throw line, pulling the wedgie down,
Yeah, it's like freaking I met playing basketball in a speedo.
Yeah, it was. It really was. Really was.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
you
Funny.
would run down the court and you would jump straight up to block a shot, and then it's like you come down and you had to pull your drawers down because they were giving. He's all up in your coochie.
I thought that was that's
But I'm kind of
hilarious.
thinking that's never going to come back. But
Probably not.
at least tight football pants are still in style. Just saying.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, baseball, I don't know that the uniforms have changed that much in baseball. They're still tight. Baseball's still
Oh yeah.
baseball. It hasn't changed that much.
Yeah, but let's see, the Cleveland Indians are no more. They're the
Mhm.
Cleveland, some kind of stupid Centennial. What the hell? Anyway, I don't know. I had my meltdown. I could still have my meltdown over sport. It's fucking sports, people. Come on. Oh, and then let's take it to the Jeep Cherokees. We can't have that anymore. Can't have a Jeep Cherokee anymore. And those were some damn good vehicles.
Oh wait, they changed it to the Gladiators. So are the Italians going to get upset?
The Romans going to get pissed?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we need another one of those again. Let's throw our politicians in one of those coliseums.
Ooh, yes.
Ooh,
Into the real political arena, and we can. I'm sure we can dig up some tigers. Those
Oh
ones
no,
on
no,
that
no.
video. Those ones on that video look like they'll still be hungry when they get done chewing on that foam. That
No.
foam zebra.
We don't need animals. We just need politicians against the civilians that they lead. So
There you go. Good idea.
that would take care of it.
You just give everybody a rock. It's just one small rock. But imagine 80,000 small rocks.
Mm-hmm. Little pieces of gravel. That's all you get.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course, I'm still waiting for somebody to fund my giant Godzilla to put in my backyard that is lit up, that I can push a button and it will roar and breathe fire.
Well, wait a minute. They built an ark down there somewhere in Kentucky. They should be willing to fund a Godzilla. You just got to talk to the right people.
I'm telling you, I don't go to that side of the state. Nope.
You don't claim them over there. Okay, I understand.
I've been there once. One time. And I was on a 4-wheeler.
Which side is it? Oh, the east. That's the east side.
That's Eastern Kentucky.
I swear I did not know where that was at. I thought it was somewhere close to the river, but I did not know where it was. Where it was located.
Nope. There is nothing there but mountains and people that want to judge how pretty your mouth is. And no.
I thought that was in Georgia.
It's there too. It all runs along that line.
Yeah,
so you got
something about the minerals in the water on the Appalachians, I guess.
No, honey, they're all drinking downstream.
Yes, it's the
whatever's downstream is what they're consuming.
It's got nothing to do with the water. It's got to do with stuff that they're manufacturing up there. It was bad enough when it was just alcohol. Now God only knows what they're cooking.
Oh, you know what? Yeah,
back in the hills and hollers.
Moonshine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, moonshine was good. No, seriously, I there's a girl I've grown up with, gone to high school with, and a lot of her people are in Eastern Kentucky, and they have always made their living with the marijuana crops.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Always. And nobody messes with them. The police too. I mean, that's how they make their living.
That's right. And they know it.
And it's just freaking marijuana. Come on.
Yeah.
THC is
I
illegal
heard,
in Kentucky, but
yeah,
still.
it was like, and it'll stay that way probably for quite some time. Well, I mean, look,
Andy,
they passed the legality thing in Ohio at least 5 years ago,
mhm.
and you still can't buy it legally.
No, you
So
can't here either. I mean, you can
yeah, I mean,
go.
not medicinal or otherwise. Well, I guess you can get medicinal, but
Vivi's
at one
here.
time,
Let the party
oh,
start. Hmm.
when was the last time
Hmm.
I was in Georgia? Oh,
Hmm.
let me see, about 5 years ago probably. But I was just passing through.
Honey, that's all we
I
do
like it. I
is
like it
pass
down.
through
I like
Georgia.
it down. I liked Savannah. Savannah was like one of my prettier cities I liked.
Most of the people that just kind of go through Georgia are just going
Atlanta,
through to get to Florida.
Atlanta, Atlanta. I could, yeah, and that's why I was there.
Mhm.
Atlanta, I could do without. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's
There's a
this is
friend of an acquaintance. I'm not going to call him a friend.
okay.
Um, I met him and his ex-wife, sister, whatever at the time, and they had driven from New Jersey somewhere to
Okay.
come all the way to Kentucky to come to investigate Octagon Hall in Franklin, Kentucky.
Okay. Yeah,
Drove
sure.
straight through. And at that time, it was a huge event that had Amy Bruni and Adam Berry.
Mm-hmm.
John E.L. Tenney was there. Bruce Tango was there. So they drove straight through to get right down there. But anyways, he moved to Savannah, Georgia, and absolutely loves it. So it kind of says something to me when you take somebody out of Jersey and you throw them all the way down to Georgia and they move to Savannah and just fall in love. So the South holds a lot of romance, I guess you could say, or just warmer weather, and people in Jersey are tired of the cold and shit. I don't know. It's one or the other.
Oh, so now
That's
that we
better,
picked,
Andy. Now
now
I
that
can
we
see what you're posting.
now that we picked on everybody and can we say anything? Can we, any, anybody hear anything nasty about Minnesota?
There ain't nothing there. Nobody cares.
I guess that's true. It's still below zero.
Exactly. Yeah. It's below
Oh my
zero in
god.
July up there. I don't know why anybody lives there or in
Oh,
Iowa. I don't
but the
know.
wind.
And it's really weird. So we were talking yesterday about it was about 62 here yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't get above freezing. And today it was probably 65 or so. And as you
Mm-hmm.
can tell, I'm sitting outside. I'm going to tell you something. The universe knows that people that live in Kentucky can't deal with this cold bullshit all winter long. So it
True.
knows that we need 70-degree Christmas days, which it fucked it up this year. Just saying. It
Yep.
really screwed up Christmas this year. But yeah, I mean, there's been several times I've been outside grilling food on Christmas Day.
Yeah. Oh,
But
I
then 2 days
remember. I
later, it's
remember one.
20 below.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
So,
true. I remember one Christmas that it had to have been the mid-60s because we were out
mhm.
jumping over hills and killing each other with our new toy rifles.
Oh yeah, had your shorts on, running around barefoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, yes.
Mhm.
So it happens. It happens.
That's one of the pleasures that of summer that I just completely enjoy, and that is walking outside. I don't care if it's muddy or
Mm-hmm.
whatever,
Mm-hmm.
barefoot. I absolutely love it. I just
Mm.
that's one of the, it's like homegrown tomatoes. You miss that taste. You can't
Yes.
buy that
Yes.
at a
Yes.
grocery store.
You're right.
So it's like summertime being barefoot outside and homegrown tomatoes are the two things about Kentucky that I will always, I mean, you just can't replace
Oh
that.
my God.
I just can't replace that.
Jeez. I just love to see some sunshine for change. I've had like
We had that yesterday.
I had one sunny day. This in I guess early January. It was still cold as hell, but it was sun. The sun was bright. Oh, it was great. I was just soaking up that vitamin D. And that's what I need. I need some.
You
I need some more.
you get your weekly sunshine here.
Oh yes, that's good. Sometimes I need a little. Sometimes I need a little booster shot. You know.
You got your boots on, Charles, because the shit's getting deep. But anyway.
Oh, that's okay.
But yeah, no, I mean it's.
Well, you ran the dogs off.
Yes, I did. Get the fuck out. We got a show to start.
Yeah. Well, they listened to you apparently. They didn't listen to me for nothing.
Oh well, that's just how cruel I am, you know, because I just hate animals and everything.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Mm-hmm. But that was something. I'll say, okay, so you're going to do Julie's show tonight, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Julie and I are going to be talking about some past lives experiences.
You know,
she's looking into that, and I'm interested in it because I've always been curious. I've just never been willing to invest the time into it because hey, I'm a newbie. I'm a newbie with all this UFOs and spirits and.
Oh no, you're not. Don't give me that shit.
I didn't pay any attention to that kind of thing at all until really after like 2012. Really.
It doesn't matter.
I had my eyes on it because of my own experiences, but it wasn't something worth. I just didn't feel any urgency about looking into it, you know. But now I'm getting like I should really try to figure this out a little bit and see what I can make out of it. I don't know. Maybe there's something. I believe there's something. I believe there's something there. Yeah.
But the thing about it is, the thing about it is, Charles, you're like the rest of us. This shit's normal. This is nothing new.
That was one of the first realizations I came to. There's nothing paranormal. It's all normal. It's just not socially acceptable or scientifically validatable or whatever. It's still there. Doesn't make it disappear. You know?
Right. But the thing about it is where it was normal, weird stuff happened and we didn't blink an eye. We still don't blink an eye at it.
No.
But if you relate that experience to somebody else or they are there with you when you experience it and they flip out and you're like, what's wrong with you? This happens every day. Don't you experience this? And then when you start to realize that people don't live the life you do. They don't have the paranormal experiences you do. And then you have the people that will throw a wrench in the system and they'll go, I don't believe in that. You're a weirdo. And you're like, no, sorry. I can't help that you don't believe in it. And I'm not going to make you believe in it. I'm not even going to discuss with you how to believe in this. This is what's happened to me. I've seen this. I've done this. I've been there. This has happened. I don't care whether you believe it or not.
Yes, and that is the truth of it. I have no motivation. There's no motivation for me to make up a story, because I don't care whether you believe me or not. I'm telling you,
Exactly.
I will tell you as straight as I can possibly tell you the story of what happened to me. Okay. But I'm not going to convince you, because I couldn't convince me. Okay. But I was there and I experienced it. So I'm just giving it to you straight.
Well, and that's the best part about it too. It's an experience you've had.
Mhm.
You're dealing with it. You're
Mhm.
bringing it in. You're processing it.
Mhm.
But the first thing that happens is that you start trying to rationalize what's happened to you.
Oh, absolutely. And you
Because
can't.
you can't.
People rationalize away all sorts of things.
Mhm.
You know. So, oh no, that was just a squeaky gas pipe, or that was
Oh yeah.
this, that, or the other. That was. Oh, I just had had a bit of from Ebenezer's Smooch. Must have been a bit of bad beef.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
Go away, spirit. Must have been a bit of bad beef for something I ate yesterday. Yeah, and that is, we've been rationalizing. So with Charles Dickens, that was in the 1850s. So we've been rationalizing in a way probably
Way
for a
before
lot
then.
longer than that. Let's go
Mhm.
back to Shakespeare.
Mhm.
Poor Horatio.
Oh yes.
You
Yes.
know,
Yes. Yes.
in Hamlet, they had their ghosts that were not paid enough attention to.
But and there's something else too. It's like people, and I don't know. I think it was Stupid AR that was in chat with one of the KGRA
Okay.
shows, and he
Hmm.
made the comment something about he doesn't want to be referred to as a ghost, a spirit, and I'm like,
Yes.
what's the difference? You
Really?
have
Do
you
you
have the
have a
Holy
meter? Do
Spirit,
they weigh different?
or you have
Do
the
they
Holy
weigh different?
Ghost.
Do they weigh a different amount? Are ghosts this big and that tall? And what
It's
color are
just
they?
whatever you call them.
No,
But that was the
no,
comment I made to him. I was like, okay, so you have people that say the Holy Ghost, you have the people that say the Holy Spirit. What the fuck's the difference?
exactly.
You're not
Well,
here. You're not alive. You are a spirit
I
or
don't know.
ghost.
I'm just trying to think. Is spirit Latin, and
Oh yeah.
ghost is Greek? I don't know. I mean,
Something.
there's so many things that are like that.
You know, and
Depends
all
on
that
which
gets
linguistic root it goes
mhm,
back to. Is what? Oh, that's what it is. Yes,
right.
those were gnomes. Those were
Right.
gnomes. Could not have been elves. Those were gnomes.
Yes. Oh
Those were
yes.
those. No, no, no. To us
Hmm.
Norwegians, those were fairies.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
fairy has a different meaning now, so we have to be careful with that one too. So
Well,
anyway.
see, the word.
But
I hate it when they change the words around. It's
mhm.
happening so much these days.
Well, and that's like we were talking about this before. It's like the word
Now they
gay has
now
a whole different meaning.
now they call me a socialist. Hey.
Oh, oh my God. So I'm gonna tell you, one of the best movies I have ever watched was Clue. And that was the
Mhm.
1980 something version of
Okay.
it. And there was a part in there that said the butler's wife was being blackmailed because she had friends that were socialists.
Oh my God.
Of course, the whole room gasped. And I'm like, people just don't understand that concept anymore. They don't get it.
Mhm. Yeah.
Back in the 50s,
Sure.
you didn't say that word
Oh no.
in reference to somebody else. Or and
Mhm.
communist, oh Lord.
Oh, that was a hanging offense right there.
Yeah.
Wait a
So when
minute.
it's
What were there? The R R word R name. Anyway,
revolutionist,
the Jewish couple that was hanged for
oh,
stealing atomic secrets. Yes. Wait, they were. I don't think they were hanged. I think they got the chair. Oh, so much. Oh, so much better.
Either way.
Yeah.
Either way.
You
But
know.
but I mean, it all goes, I don't know. God, we can just jump around from subject to subject. Jesus.
I know
But
that's what
anyway,
makes it so fun.
I guess. But anyways.
Put on your seatbelts, people.
That's exactly what it is.
We're want to take a ride?
Yeah. Oh, look, your door just opened. Which dog just came in?
Come here, Budge. Come on.
See, okay, so notice everybody, I threw that off on a dog immediately because I'm
Come
skeptical.
on.
I knew it wasn't a ghost. There's that sweet baby.
Say hi. Say hi to the peoples.
Julie,
like
you're
you.
so right. Anytime we start getting into this stuff, there is a hard hat that's needed.
Yes.
But you know what? Okay, so we were talking last night about my thing with animals.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't, of course, I've not found a zebra or a lion or hyena or anything like that, but cows, cats, dogs, coyotes. I'm real good with coyotes. And I really want a wolf dog, but I don't want a wolf dog. I would love to have a wolf dog, but I need somebody here to take care of it. So, and that's not going to happen. So, but anyway.
Well, hey, that's it. That'd be interesting.
But it is. It's like when something comes easy to you, is that because that's a life that you lived before? Is it just one time before? Is it several times before?
I think there are bleed throughs. Well, that's what I call them. Okay. There are tendencies that's kind of built into our spirit, the spiritual part that bleeds through from one life to the other. I honestly believe that. I think there have been instances of it where it is like really, really deep. Okay. Like there's the famous case of the little boy somewhere. I can't remember what it was. He knew everything there was to know about a P-38. Okay. Which is the type of fighter plane that was used in World War II. And they were able to trace his experience back to a particular pilot, and he fit the bill on it all the way down the line. Mm-hmm. So those cases like that, and there are a lot of cases like that in India, where it's socially acceptable to be reincarnated. It's expected. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I think there is bleed through. Mm-hmm. There's little quirks maybe that carry over from one place to another. I don't know. And it's talents that don't really fit into just a simple neurological pathway. Okay. I have a knack. Okay. A mechanical knack. I can take things apart and put them together and they work. Usually, you know. And that's not something you learn, because I could do that when I was 8 years old. Okay. So I didn't learn it. Somebody didn't teach me to it. But I could take and say, oh, okay, this is out of place. And you put it back together and it works. Okay. The ability to do that is not wired into your brain. Okay. That came from that knack, talent, whatever, that came from somewhere else. Okay. In my own experience, the first time I ever got on water skis, I popped right out of the water and skied away like I'd been doing it for 10 years. I automatically understood it. And it was like I'd done it 1,000 times before. And I had never done it before. So, okay.
So that's several different lives together. I mean,
let's bring Ron in.
let's don't.
Ron and his navigator, his belief that he might have been a navigator in previous life, because he accepts that he had the experience when he got to navigation in his Navy career. It was very easy for him. He instantly understood it, and he had no background that would make him believe that he was ready for that. He was going to be able to do that.
But see, I'm like you. I have to talk about the animal things, but it was like I absolutely enjoyed more than life being able to crawl up underneath the hood of an older model vehicle and just start turning wrenches and taking shit apart and putting it back together and fixing stuff. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Whenever all of this new technology crap started coming around and you raise the hood and you can't even find the fucking air filter.
Yes. Well, they've gone out of their way to keep us from doing anything to them. That's for sure.
So I'm kind of thinking whatever mechanical part of me, when I got to that point, I had died. I must have died then, and I wasn't able to carry through.
So I
didn't adapt.
I wonder. Okay, here's one. When we reincarnate, do you think it's always one jump at a time, time-wise? What if in a previous life I was living in year 3000? What could I carry back from there as an insider and a talent? That makes me think it must kind of be sequential, but I really don't believe it is. I think we can hop, skip, and jump around time-wise. This life is here. The next one might be 500 years ago. It depends on where the opening opportunity is that I need to explore.
Well, I will tell you, I enjoy a chainsaw way the hell more than I do an axe.
There you go. Okay.
I mean, is that something that follows you through or whatever? Julie's got one. There you go. I learned that we can simultaneously live multiple lives during one period of time. Yes, we can jump dimensions.
I had suspicions about that, because there's 8 billion of us here now. Okay, this is a particularly high interest time in human development. I think we paid we paid an extra premium to get on this particular ride.
I'm not real thrilled with this ride, but anyway.
But you're having a good time, mostly, aren't you? No, not really. Okay. Anyway, you can.
Hey, I have my coffee mug. I'm a happy girl.
Right here.
So
you got your hat, you got your lights, you got your coffee cup, you got all of us. And,
well, yeah. And that's the thing that gets you through. I mean, it's like you live your life, and then everything in your life ends. It stops. There is so one day you're living a life that you've had for the last 20 something years, and then all of a sudden it just stops. It ends. So then you have to learn how to build another life completely separate from, and you do this in one lifetime. one single freaking day, everything changes. And there's a lot of people that go through that. But it's so, is that, is there a past life experience that you are now dealing with that's brought you to this moment?
Mm-hmm.
And is something from there taught you how to take over and go forward?
My only possible reply to that is we don't have the capacity to
Mm-mm.
do that as we sit here. The and because I think what's here, what's inside this bony uh, container is just a portion of us, of the us that exists. Because when every almost every out of body experience that I have heard or read about, okay, when people left their body, they felt bigger, they felt expanded, they felt more, they had no point of view, okay, they weren't just here, they were here. Okay, and when they came back into their body, it was like being sucked into a vacuum cleaner to fit back in, to be fit back into this body meat. And I think that was so. In order to make those decisions and make those jumps out there, we're looking at a whole different level of being. That is us, but it's mega us. More than just us. It's more than we are here.
All right. So Julie throws this one in there, and oh my
Okay.
God, this is a rabbit hole I don't ever want to go down. Get this one, is what Julie says. My
Okay.
spirit guide is my twin flame, and he goes through dimensions too, and he exists in this lifetime too. It makes your head hurt. Yes, I don't even want to.
Mhm.
There's sometimes I can sit and I can wrap my head around this stuff,
Mhm. Okay.
and I'm kind of like Venus here. My twin flame must be hellbound, or hellhound, or hellbound too. It's kind of the same thing. But anyway, um, there's just rabbit holes that I can start to
Mhm.
go down.
Oh, I think I'm okay. I can give you an evidentiary experience on this.
Hmm.
I think we do move in tribes, okay, from life to life. Because
Oh,
I
sure.
was, and I've heard of this experience, but this is mine. My grandson, when he just learned to talk reasonably well. So he was between 2 and 3.
Hmm.
And we're sitting in the living room floor playing with cars or something. And he says, he looks up and he says, "What'd you ever do with those brown shoes I got you?"
Oh,
And I said, "Yeah, I don't, I don't have any brown shoes, kid."
hmm.
He said, "Well, I bought them for you. What did you do with them?" I said, "Well, they're probably still around here somewhere." And we just went on playing with cars.
Hmm.
So I asked my sister, who's a couple of years older than me. I said, "Did you hear that?" He says, "Yeah." He says, "Yeah, I heard that." He says, "You know who bought you the brown shoes that were your first shoes, don't you?" I says, "I don't know. I don't remember." He says, "Your grandma bought those for you." But how would my grandson have known something that I didn't even know that my grandmother did for me? Oh God, at least 50 years before he was even born. No, I think there's a linkage there, and I've heard others having similar experiences, but that one's mine. But he was also telling me about his life on Mars, and he hated the water. he didn't like the water. It was too hard to get, and it didn't taste right.
Underground.
Yeah.
And of course, they don't have the same minerals as we do. So, yeah,
Sure.
I could see that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, that experience for him, for his soul, whatever, was it a million years ago or 1,000 years in the future? I don't know. There's no
Nobody
evidence.
knows. That's exactly right.
He was,
and that's the thing.
He was 3 years old, and he's explaining distilling water to me. Okay.
And that's the thing. That's your evidence. But
yes,
is that knowledge of a past life, or is that knowledge that your grandmother just gave to him? Oh, look, Charles is being Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah.
Where's your chopsticks? But yeah, sorry, 80s flashback. But that okay. So that's a thing with the paranormal field. So there's a lot of times
I'll look at that. I'll look at that that way. It could have been that. It could have been her message through him to me. Which
yes, because children are just open channels.
Yes.
I mean, they just
yes.
Blah, here it is. Whether you like it or not, this is what I got. But I mean, there's been a lot of investigations we've done, and it's led back to the children that are talking about things there is absolutely no way they would have knowledge about. So do you look at that as a past life, or do you look at the fact that that person is there speaking to that child and putting those memories in that child's mind?
I think I like I'm more comfortable with the idea of like leakage between lives than I am with what would amount to a download. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because and I'm not saying I'm not saying downloads don't exist, because they obviously do. Okay, people. I've a lot of times songwriters. Well, how'd you come up with the idea for this song? Well, it was just right there.
God, your bugs are coming fuck over here, Charles.
I did the Harry Potter
no way
move.
Earl Grey. He's an example. Earl Grey.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, he's an example of a musician and all of this stuff that goes on with him. But I just, there's been investigations, paranormal investigations, that's ghost hunter lingo, I guess you would call it, where children are talking about things that they absolutely would have no idea about whatsoever.
Right.
And they can describe the person that's told them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, and they'll tell you their name.
Okay.
So, and it's like, okay, so Charlie says, this is what happened on this date, and did you find that whatever?
Yes. Okay.
And then it will take an adult back really quickly, because it's like, there is actually no way they would ever know about this item being lost. And so, but I don't know, it just drives me crazy, because it's not a past life. that is something that someone from a past life is
Okay.
presenting to you. Does it? Am I
Okay.
making any sense?
Yes. Yes. I think they're. I
I'm
think they're.
dead and I'm coming
I
back
think
and I'm
they're.
telling
I
you
think
where my treasure's buried.
yes.
Does that make
I
sense?
think
Okay.
they're similar. They're similar experiences. I think they're like through the same. They're similar experiences, but not. I don't think they're the same.
Okay.
Okay.
But do you think that people get that confused?
Oh yes. Yes. They're so similar. They feel the same. Okay. But they're different. Okay. Of course they feel the same. They're through the same medium, but they're different things.
Mhm.
Okay. They're coming.
Yes.
They're coming from a different place. They're
Mhm.
coming through the same channel, but it's like it's like you're a TV set. You know, this is
Mhm.
this is Sanford and Son, and this is Star Trek. It's two the same. They're all coming through the TV, but they're different programs, different channels.
Okay, yeah. But the feeling's not the same.
No. Yes.
Because what you were talking about, like with Ron, the
Hmm.
navigation came to him just
Yes.
naturally. He didn't
Yes.
have like a spiritual
No.
feeling.
And he didn't have like a all of a sudden. Oh, he didn't wasn't getting it. Wasn't getting it. Wasn't getting it. All of a sudden he had it. No,
Right.
wasn't that either.
Exactly. Exactly.
Wait, did you have a friend that you knew who had no background whatsoever in physics, and then suddenly did understand all these things about it? Was that you?
Not me.
Who the hell was that then?
All I know, the only people I
But
know like that are
this was
rednecks
a,
that.
that was an experiencer though. That was an
Mhm.
experiencer. So
Oh,
no,
yeah.
maybe it wasn't. No, okay. I'm sorry. I had that confused. I remember who it was now.
But
Yeah.
I was fixing to say the only thing about physics that rednecks learn really quickly is when they climb up to the top of the tree to cut it down and shit goes
Yes.
sideways. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Justin's got it perfect right here. We are all fucking confused here. Exactly
Absolutely.
right. We really
And
are.
to some extent, I think I can agree with that because we're in a time right now where we are sharing these experiences.
Mhm.
The odd moments in our lives when this shit ain't making any sense, but we're sharing it. And other people say, well, that happened to me too. And that
Mhm.
happened to her too. And this other thing happened to somebody over there. And we're saying, okay, so it's not all cut and dried Newtonian physics, you know, A, then B, then C, then D. It's all kind of crazy. And the paint of the universe isn't
Mhm.
dry and it's all swirling around, you know? So and that's okay too. But don't expect it to be A, B, C, D when you know damn well that it doesn't work that way anymore. Okay.
Correct. Correct.
It's
That is true. Oh, here you go. Julie says it is a GPS system you will not understand. I get that. I really
GPS.
do.
Okay.
I really do.
I'll suggest it's a QPS, a quantum positioning system. you know?
It's absolutely nothing like Betty and Barney Hill's
No.
GPS system where she put out that map. So
Mm-hmm.
completely different. But I don't know. Is it really?
Okay, okay. We could go with the same thing. Was her experience or anybody's experience? Was it an actual experience or was it a download?
Was it Memorex
Yeah.
or the
Was it real or
original?
was it memory?
Yeah.
you know, we
We don't know.
We have to.
Seriously, we really don't know.
Yes. So we have to keep an open mind and try to look at it both ways, or as many other ways as we can come up with, because none of because the way that we're the rational one thing, then the next thing, then the next thing, that order, that when you drop the ball, it bounces, kind of feeling that you have about the universe around you isn't necessarily the only way it can be. Mm-hmm. So the more open-minded we are and the more we share about this, we're gaining data on the things that are at the edges. Okay. Mm-hmm. And that's the important thing. Okay. The important thing is notice the anomalies, share the anomalies, and eventually we'll get enough pieces of the puzzle to start putting it together. That's the way I like to look at it. And I think we're like this close to the breakthrough. I could be wrong, but that's my
for feeling. Everybody or just yourself?
I think, I don't know. It's not going to be, it's not my own, there's no ego in here. It's not just me. It has to be everybody for it to work. I think.
Guess what? Not everybody's on the same level. But anyways, Julie said, that's good. But when you work.
But we can drag them along much easier. Dragging them along or giving them a rope to climb that cliff is so much easier than being the first person and doing it with your fingernails and climbing up.
Have you ever tried to drag a horse to a drink of water?
No.
It ain't happening.
No, I just leave the water alone and figure when the horse needs it, they'll come looking for it.
But see, of course, this is the thing. So everybody's always looking for this great disclosure bullshit.
Okay.
I hate those.
I hate that word.
I hate that word.
The ultimate apocalyptic enlightenment.
Yes. I'd rather have that than I would disclosure.
No.
Because disclosure is great for only a certain amount of the population. Nobody else gives a shit. Nobody cares. Yes. Nobody cares.
I really think
you have an apocalyptic event that happens, they're all going to be going, why didn't we know? And then we're all going to be going, hello, we've been talking about this shit for 100 years. But anyways, Julie made the comment, said that's good. But when you work in these dimensions, you do feel that you are in another time and place, not so much a download.
Yeah.
And then telling my story might help change how people think to think like us. And that's true. I mean, all you can do is tell it. And that's like I said before.
Either they'll start thinking like us or they'll get out the tar and feathers and
shoot your ass.
Yeah, nooses. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yes.
Get out the straight jackets and take you off to the sixth floor. But it's, and it's like, but like I've said before, I am not going to argue with anybody that says they don't believe. I don't.
No.
I know what my experiences are. I know what's happened to me. Mm-hmm. I know that I've had stuff to happen to me. And then I'm like going, oh, crap. This happened to me when I was a kid. This is supposed to be paranormal. And this whole time, I just thought it was normal.
Yes, exactly.
So, but not what to think, but question things of why they believe what they believe.
Yeah.
You're going to find some people that are tad bit open-minded.
And a lot of more than a few people that just absolutely just they are more stubborn than any donkey, any mule you've ever heard of.
Mhm. Right.
To change the last thing they'll change is change their minds.
Hmm.
But that's okay. You know,
Right.
it's not a force thing. It's not a convince thing. It's
Hmm.
it is what it is. Like, oh, I hate it. I hate saying this group of words. It is what it is. Okay. But that it is what
But
it
that's
is.
exactly
You can
right.
either accept it, or not accept it.
Hmm.
That is your choice by your own ability or your own, and it's not a good thing, it's not a bad thing.
Hmm.
It's just you have to
Deal with it.
yes, you have to we all have to deal with it our own way.
Hmm. And I think, the more hardcore skeptics, whenever they have something that happens to them,
Mm-hmm.
they will never, ever, ever accept that what's happened to them is real.
Did you hear the story about Michael Shermer? He's one of those hardcore skeptics that absolutely nothing exists
Oh,
except the
yeah. Hmm.
practical, mechanical out universe. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
Until he had an experience with a haunted radio that
Mm.
had belonged to his father, or no, his wife's father. Okay.
Hmm.
That this dead radio, I mean, it was an old RCA radio, shortwave radio, the big ones. Okay. They're like the size of a laptop.
Hmm.
They weighed maybe 10 pounds. They found it in the attic, and they had batteries. They had built-in batteries. Okay.
Hmm.
And it had been up in the attic for 20 years. And he thought, gee, I wonder if I could get that. Then I'm going to bring that down and clean it up, and brush the cobwebs off of it. And I wonder if I could take this out and have it fixed, see if it would still work. And the point is, shortly after he was cleaning it up, it turned on. And you could hear the stations
Oh,
on
wow.
the shortwave coming through the radio.
Hmm.
It was an absolute impossibility. And it just did it for a few seconds, and then it never did it again. So that was his experience. And practical, as it was his experience. It was unexplainable, but he at least he had the courage to share it.
Hmm.
You know.
It's in
Oh. Is that your coyotes?
Mhm. They're not that far.
No.
They're out here in this open field. Maybe I need to take a head count of
You
cats.
really? Yeah. Oh God, yes.
You know what? That is,
that is. Mm, mm, mm.
I hope it's dead, whatever they got a hold of. But anyway, I'm sure it is. There's not any live cattle close enough.
Mhm.
They are between me and the coyotes. They get such a bad rap, and I just, because I had a coyote for a pet for so many years.
Mhm.
But unless they are absolutely starving, they have
Yeah.
I mean, I've never had a
Right.
problem with them bothering my cattle ever,
Mhm.
ever.
Well, not why eat cats? Why eat cats when rabbits are so good
Exactly.
and so easy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're easier to catch than a damn cat. That's for sure.
Yes.
But yes, that sound to me, that far away, is comforting. As crazy as
Hmm.
that sounds,
Yes.
when they're just right behind your house, you're like, make it stop, just whatever, because it is so loud. But I mean, that's how they call each other to come eat. It's like, look,
Hmm.
guys, I found this to eat. Come on, let's share it.
Yeah.
Kind of like a dinner bell that we used to have back in
That's
the
right. That's
1800s.
right. That's right. I've got a bigger chunk of something here than I can swallow. So everybody come
Mhm.
get some.
But yeah, and that goes back to this morning. I wish I had
Hmm.
night vision goggles that
Oh
I
yeah.
could have. I would have absolutely loved to have seen what was right behind my house, but it was too
Hmm.
dark.
Yeah.
The moon was full, but it was
Well,
cloudy.
maybe you didn't want to see. Well,
I don't
okay. Now,
know.
imagine you pull up your night vision goggles and you look down there, and it's a big blurry-ish human shape,
Oh, I have
8
guns
feet
for that.
tall, eight
I have
feet tall.
guns for that. I have big
Okay.
guns for
Well,
that.
yes. Okay. Okay. I'm saying that would that
I
would
have 3 or
look.
4
I
big
I
guns
have
for that.
I
I'm
have
like,
several. I have several myself, but that would kind of freak. If I did that, that would freak me
oh
out.
my God. And I
That
thought
would
about
freak
that
me out.
this morning. I was sitting out here and I was
Uh huh.
like, if something appeared in front of me right now,
Yeah.
there's absolutely nothing I could do but like, because you're going to run through those basic things.
Yes.
Fear.
Yes.
What the fuck do I do? And then by the time you figure out what the fuck you're going to do, it's too late. So,
Yes. Yep.
unless I have the gun sitting right here on the table with me every morning when I drink coffee outside, it's not going to do me any good. So,
Mhm.
but when I figure out that Bigfoot's coming up here and he's the one that's pissing beside the door, then I'm going to worry
Okay.
about it. But other than
Okay.
that, it's a tomcat, and I'll just have to
Yep.
wait
Okay.
that one out. Just keep cleaning that up after it happens.
Yeah, it's just weird. I love. It's a weird world, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
I
Now I.
absolutely wish that I would, when my four wheeler gets fixed,
Mhm.
there's going to be a warm summer night that I'm going to take my butt back there into the back 40, and there is a deer stand,
Mhm.
and I'm going to sit in it. And I'm just going to watch what comes through. And it's all deer and it's coyotes and it's rabbits and coons and possums, but we don't get to see that nighttime
Yes. Oh,
activity. We miss that.
this is
So
true.
to us, when we see nighttime activity, it freaks people out, but that's just their
Mhm.
normal. That's just their
Yes.
normal life.
Mhm. A lot of people catch stuff on game cams. That's just
Yeah.
amazing, And I I don't know. I'll have to. It's worth thinking about. It'd be nice.
Mhm.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice to have that ability.
Mhm.
But then again, let's twist that just the way I like to. Let's twist that just a little bit.
Oh yeah,
What
just a
if it's
little
not
bit.
just what if it's not just night vision? What if there's another wavelength that we can turn it to that'll give you another kind of vision? Okay.
Mm.
And you could see each of these spirits or ghosts or whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
Okay. Or you could twist it just a little bit the other way and you could see through into that other place.
Mhm.
You know, I don't think it's impossible. I think it's kind of it would be kind of comforting to know that we are a part of a whole that is bigger than what we normally experience. And that's really what we're
Yeah.
saying. Sure.
Well, that's like the movie They Live. We talk about that all the time. That
Oh
was the
yes.
greatest B movie ever.
Give me those glasses.
Oh my God. I'm all
Mm,
here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum. So anyway, yeah, it's one of those. It's a great thing. I mean, but some of us have those glasses that you're talking about. But
yes.
it's here,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And I knew this little girl. I've watched her get married. I knew her when she was a young teenager, before
Oh,
she was a
okay.
teenager, and she was one of those mediums that saw the weirdest stuff you've ever seen in your life. And she can explain to you exactly what it looked like. She couldn't tell you what it was or what it was supposed to be or what it was trying to make you think it was when you saw it. She saw non-human entities.
Mm-hmm.
She could still see, I mean, she could see regular spirits, ghosts, whatever you want to call them, but she could also see the non-human part of it. And I captured a picture one time of one that she had described to me before
Mm-hmm.
of what it looked
Okay.
like to her and the name she gave it. And I actually caught a picture of it.
Okay.
I mean, you couldn't have described it any better than what she did. But there's mediums that pick up on things.
Mm-hmm.
All of them
Oh,
pick up things
absolutely.
differently. They all see
Mm-hmm.
their signals differently.
Yes.
You know, just because if you see a rose, that means something different to you than it would me if I saw
Mm-hmm.
a rose. So, okay, so do the spirits learn how to communicate with each different person, or do you learn their signs when they're speaking to you?
Oh.
Because from what I understand, mediums don't see actual things. They're shown signals. They're
Right.
shown
And they get an
representation
impression,
of something,
an
and then they
impression of
have
them.
to
Yes.
interpret. Yes, they have to
Yes. And
interpret
then they
that.
have to interpret it into something that they can
Mm,
communicate.
right.
Yes. I'm pretty up on that, you know, because you can't, it's just it I've heard some people do a better job describing experiences on the other side than I had. Okay.
Hmm.
Enough that I can say, yes, that's exactly that. Good word, good choice, good
Hmm.
word choice there. And say, so, but how could that happen? I couldn't say that if I hadn't had the experience. I
Hmm.
can say, yes, that's exactly how it feels. Or he could look at, or he or she could look at something that I said and said, yes, that happened to
Hmm.
me. And that's just what it felt
Right.
like.
Hmm.
None of us are explaining the experience itself. We're just describing it as best we can,
Hmm.
you know?
Exactly. Yes.
Yes. Because it's not anything that's in our language. It's not in this world. It's different.
Hmm.
And that's
Yes.
fine. That's awesome.
It is. It is wonderful.
Mhm.
Oh, let's see. Okay, Julie. Oh my gosh, I'm not paying attention to chat. I'm so sorry. Julie says she has too many cats. Oh no, Justin said too many cats.
Mm.
Sorry, Justin, honey, you can't ever have any too many cats. I've got more than you do. Shut up. Julie says to try remote viewing the ghost. Oh, she's talking to Ron.
Ron for try remote viewing the yes.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so Ron has a bar at his house, and he's never told me this.
No, he has a bar just downtown in
Oh,
downtown
oh,
Jeffers.
never mind then. Never mind then.
I, I'm saying, you know, considering the size of Jeffers, I'm sure it's a pretty small bar. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like you've got a bar and you've never told me. Anyway.
Yep.
Um. Anyways, yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, maybe you do, Justin. I'm trying to think. I've got 5 cats. I forgot
Uh-oh.
about all of. Justin is one of those good guys, kind of like I would do
Oh,
if I could do
okay.
it, but I would have
He's
a house
he's
away from my house.
a cat collector.
I would have a house. I'm not going to call it a cat house. I'm just going to call it a house where
Justin's.
other animals.
We're gonna make that into a meme. Justin's cat house.
Andy, make it happen.
Put a sign. Put a sign up on. Put a sign up on I-10.
Exactly.
Next exit, Justin's cat house.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so Ron's asking Julie, can you remote view the bar in his town? Maybe she doesn't want to. You know, there's some things that you don't want to remote view.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah, that's the bad part about it. Remote viewing, yeah, there's people that can pick and choose, but then there's people that can't. I mean, it hits them and they can't get away from it.
I have never felt any inclination to explore that. I don't know. It's another one of those things. It's like, the past lives things. I never had any real inclination to explore that, or the near-death experience. For a long time, I had no interest in exploring that either. But then I thought, well, this is, and other things happen, and you see other things going on, and you say, I need to look at that and see if I can get it wrangled around to make sense, So I sat down and wrote out as detailed a description of my experience as I could manage, because I didn't want to look at other people's experiences until I had detailed mine out as best I could. Okay. Because I didn't want to have the contamination of listening to someone else's experience and then incorporating it into mine. I had to put mine and bundle it up as well as I could first. Then I could freely sample what other people was doing. And so far, that's been a valuable experience. It's worked. It seems to have worked for me. But now I'm looking at the past lives thing. I'd always just denied it. I know I just don't want to look. Not that denied the existence of it, but denied it for myself. I did not see any particular reason why I would go there. And now maybe maybe my curiosity has been kindled a little bit.
Well, and that's the thing. If that's not something that you've ever experienced about before in your life, I mean, you've not heard about it before or paid much attention to, and yeah, I mean,
yep,
that comes to light sometimes.
Okay. So we're all kinds of things and talents.
I think we're all so different, and if we get past all this belief bullshit, we'd be pretty good.
Yes. What? I got no goodies for you. Here. Come on.
You need to have goodies for that baby anytime that baby's
I
in there.
know. I know. I got to get him some doggy biscuits. Got to get him some doggy biscuits. You want doggy biscuits?
Sweet baby. I think this is the first night that all 20 of mine have not tried to
I
gather up in my
know.
lap during the show. And I'm good with it.
They're saying we ain't going out there tonight. We heard the coyotes.
Oh no. They've come in and out. They've been in
Oh,
and
okay.
out. But
Oh,
for
okay.
some
Okay.
reason I've had one that sat on the stool beside of me and I've pet him, but this is the second warm day that we've had in a little while. So
Okay.
they're more worried about being out and about.
I
Plus I've
don't
got the
know.
door open.
I don't know what it is with this guy today. He's usually not quite so friendly.
Well, there's been
I
a
don't know what he's.
disturbance in the force. There's been a lot of shit
Yes.
going on here
Yes.
lately.
Oh.
Earthquakes and everything on the other side of the world.
Wait a minute. Maybe. Let's see this. Maybe this is going.
No, it's just the freaking earthquakes. The animals can feel it. Don't even go there, Charles. Don't bring that up. Don't do it.
Maybe this is going on right
You
now.
mother, you asshole. You brought that up. But you showed that to me earlier, and yes, it's humor, and I love to see humor. But I mean, nobody has humor anymore, and I just wish we could.
Oh.
I just want to get back to the humor in politics. We used to have that.
Hmm.
Oh, listen.
That was what Ron was doing.
Okay. That was what Ron was trying to do.
Oh my God. I'm so mean.
Yeah. Still didn't work for him. Sorry. But anyway. The little baby coyotes are out there yipping right now, so.
Oh.
I can hear them.
I gotta get rid of the picture myself. I go back to watching them uncover the UFO. UFO? Was it still a UFO? I guess
What?
it was unidentified. It didn't have like China written on the side.
No, they had already identified that. They told us it was a weather balloon.
Yes, that's true.
So there's no, yeah. We have to believe what our government tells us, Charles. We can't think that it was anything else.
Anything else, right? It was a Chinese weather balloon. Yes. And the Chinese said, yes, that's our weather balloon. Bring it back.
Oh, did they admit to it?
Oh, yes. They admitted to it right away.
Yeah, I didn't give a shit. I saw this bullshit and I'm like, my God, this is going to take over my feed for the next freaking week.
So sorry. Balloons don't go where we wanted to.
That's Japanese, Charles. Come on, you got to do better.
Hey, you know what? I no defense for that. I saw too many of those Japanese cartoons as those post-war cartoons as a kid. So my repertoire of different accents is limited.
Mm-hmm. Bless it.
I do English. I do English and hillbilly. That's
about all you can do.
Those are my native tongues.
Okay, so wait a minute. I've got to show you something right here. Let's hope. Yeah, there you go. Sorry. I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. All right. Well, we've almost stretched this out for 2 hours.
No, we're on a roll. We were on a roll tonight.
We're on something.
Oh, I wish. But maybe
Speak
next
for yourself,
time.
but anyway.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I never considered what you might have in that cup.
I got my coffee. I don't know.
Oh, I thought that was like herbal
Nope.
tea or something, you know?
Oh, there you go. Anyway. Yeah, that's what it is, Charles. It's herbal tea.
Yes. Yes.
Always.
I knew that. Absolutely.
So, but anyways. So I think Bobby's gone ahead and took off to What's Up, MUFON, or whatever that show's called now. Thanks, Bobby, for
goodness gracious.
jumping in.
8:15 already.
Oh, it's a 7:15 here. I don't know what
Yes.
time zone you're living in, but
Oh, okay. The other one. Yeah. I keep thinking, yes, Ron's still in your time zone.
Yeah, he's central. Yeah.
Then there's Julie's time zone, which is it's hardly even margarita time there. It's
is she Pacific time?
5:00. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. I used to do a blog talk. I was a guest fill-in co-host for somebody. And they were Pacific time. So when they did their show, it was 8:00, but at my time, it was 10. And it was like, y'all, and it was on Sunday night. And it was like, y'all, we need to cut this to an hour because this little girl has to get up at 4:00 the next morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, yeah, okay. It's like, but this guest wants to go for 2 hours. And I'm like, see ya.
Yes.
I'm not staying up till midnight.
Yeah.
When I have to work the next day. I do good to sleep 6 hours a night, and I just don't need anything messing that up.
I don't know. Yeah. I have been working on my sleep patterns lately. My dream patterns have been really, really interesting lately.
Okay, so I know we talked about that one that you said that something about a blue suit. What's gone on since then?
Yes.
What's gone on since then?
Remember I said that I had almost felt like I had another life.
Yes.
In dream world.
Yes.
That there was okay. In dream world, this last dream, I was at my job, which was like a job shop, like a machine shop or something like that, something similar, very similar. And I was working there, and I got paid and went to the bank. Okay. And I was cashing my paycheck. And I turned around and there was somebody from work there. And I turned back around and my money was gone.
Okay, work. Was it when you were at the steel mill or your?
It wasn't the steel mill. It wasn't anywhere I'd ever worked before. And it was a similar kind of work. But the point is, I swear, I felt like I had worked there for years. Okay. And I knew all the people in the shop. You know, I couldn't give you their names, but I've been working with these guys for years. Now, and that was just a feeling. And it was just weird. I mean, I had been there. I had dreamt there with that group of people at least half a dozen times. At the very absolute least, but it felt like many, many, many more. And I still don't know what that means. I don't know. See, that particular dream sequence, whatever, hadn't shown up for me for, I don't know, maybe a couple of years. And then suddenly it was there. Maybe because we were talking about it a week or so before. But
could be.
But it was the thing of it is, it felt so absolutely real. Okay, it didn't have that dreamlike feeling that you have. You get that, I don't know, like a fuzziness or a lack of detail. This was there. I was there.
You ever try to take ownership of your dreams? Like if you're dreaming something that you don't like what's going on, do you try to get into that?
What do they call that?
They call that lucid dreaming.
Lucid dreaming. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes.
Do you know I've always been able to do that and nobody believes it?
I'm pretty good at that now. But I wasn't when I first started.
I've always been able to do that, and I didn't understand that other people couldn't.
Okay, can you if you're like can you rewind a dream and step back into it? You know what I'm saying? No, restart the same dream.
Right.
Like
I know what you're talking about.
If something wakes you up and you just relax back in, and step back into that same dream? I have been able to do that.
I've never chosen to do that.
Okay.
I've just always chosen to this is bullshit. I'm out. Okay. Y'all go do whatever it is you're going to do, but I'm not going to be a part of this anymore. Yeah,
I don't know if I was talking to Carol Carl about this, and I was having like an in between sleeping and waking, like a vision thing. Okay, and I was watching my computer monitor, and I was watching the text scroll by. Okay,
right.
And it was really okay. It was like 3 columns, and I could, but it was too fast and too small that I couldn't read it. Okay,
that's aggravating.
So
number one.
Yes. So over a period of probably 2 years, I managed to take control, as you said, the lucid thing, and slow it down and focus into where I could make out the words. But they didn't make any sense.
Right.
And it was very hard. It was very hard to carry those words back with me and write them down. Because after that they were gone. Right. Just the experience was there, but the word, I could never remember the word. Like I could never remember names. Okay, but I could never remember
or places or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. But I couldn't remember the word. And just a couple of times I was able to actually pull out and write down the word. But it didn't seem to make any sense to me. It was just like grabbing a random word out of a dictionary or something. But I haven't had that. I haven't had that experience now for several months. So I don't know. I guess they'll have to find another way to get through.
Well, and that's the thing too. Like you said, there's several nights in a row that you'll get these weird dreams. And they're either connected or they're not. And it's like, then you don't get anything for months.
Yeah.
And it's because I know there's been times that I have dreamed about a place where I grew up, an older home, finding out there's some kind of secret upstairs that nobody ever knew. And then, but then it was like, I didn't dream about it. Then the next time it wasn't that house I dreamed about. It was another house. It was like a house I bought or something. or was going to buy.
Mhm.
And all of it, if you think about it, there's dreams that you've had all of your life that are exactly the same, but
Mhm.
it's different in like where the places that you are, or but the things that you see are the same.
Okay.
The feeling that you get is exactly the same.
Mhm.
And your subconscious can do so much crazy stuff with dreams. I mean, it's like plain black and white, say you ran a red light and you felt bad
Oh,
about it. But in your
okay.
dream, it's like you're throwing stones at some old man, or I mean, it's your subconscious
Mm.
just totally changes everything. So your dreams, what you are feeling, like if you have a guilty conscience about running a red light, stop sign, or something like that, you weren't
Okay.
caught, nobody got hurt, but
Mhm.
your subconscious changes that into a dream that will completely screw you up.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that don't understand that, and then they think it's some kind of different meaning or life alternate, you know, who, what demon's coming after me. It's
Mhm.
I don't know. Your subconscious is a complete different animal that we can't understand, but it's ours. It's ours,
Mhm.
and it tells you whatever it wants to tell you, but you can't interpret what it's really trying to say.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, we've almost gone 2 hours, Charles, of bullshit. We didn't have a
No,
theme.
I
We
guess.
didn't have nothing. Nothing.
just, just,
Here we
just
are.
talent, and imagination.
Or a couple of psychopaths,
There you go. Wait, whatever.
one or the other.
You know, come back. Um,
I don't
what's
know.
what's that? What's that line for the comedy things? Come back next week for more.
Oh, same bat time,
Yeah,
same bat
same bat
channel.
dam, same
Yeah.
bat channel. You betcha.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh my God.
But yeah. Oh, so look. Ron has Andy problems. I have a high pressure pump and a low pressure pump. That's an Andy problem.
Oh,
Yeah, that's an Andy problem.
that's weird. There you go.
What are you weirding out about?
Me just now? No, I'm just.
You're
I'm,
typing and you're talking
I'm
to
fixing.
yourself, and I'm
I'm
like,
fixing. I'm fixing. Trying to fix Ron's car for him, or save him from spending 2 months. Yeah. Nope. I,
it takes a village, and sometimes the
that's
village
right.
fails.
That's right. And then there's always the village idiot. We, I think,
Glad you said it, and it
I think
wasn't me this time.
I've been that more than my share of times.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So, folks, we have just about out,
We've
outrun our
kind of
welcome.
drained that battery.
We've drained that battery. It's winter time. We're waiting for spring. Oh my God! This is this. Okay, so
Oh, it's just the 7th of.
another 40 some days till spring.
I don't even want to talk about it. But like I
Yeah.
said, the universe knows us Kentuckians can't handle this wintertime shit. It's going to get cold this weekend, but I'm sure it's going to warm up again.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really get a steady summer here until after June 1st.
Really?
There's been a
I
lot
think
of
okay.
there's been
I
a
used to
lot of
start.
June 1st that I've
Yeah.
had to wear a winter coat.
Okay.
It's been warm in May, but it's like June 1st
Well,
hits
see,
and it's like
I'm thinking positive, but I do remember in April where we got 14 inches of snow.
there was a march here in Kentucky in the 60s, I think, that got a whole bunch of snow. Excuse me. And they piled, of course, all the all the dozers pushed all the snow up and piled it up to get it out of the way of the roads. And it was
Yes.
still there in July.
Yes.
So I don't I don't know what volcano blew up to cause that one, but it happened.
Well, I can't remember. We've had those really heavy snow years too, and it might have been the same one. It wasn't that long ago, but I can remember seeing the last bits of the snow piles that were freaking 2 stories high.
Yes.
You know, yeah, just disappearing in June. So yeah.
Andy's famous last words for the show tonight. And of course, Justin thinks that will work.
Okay. Well, heck. We've pretty much covered the whole gamut this weekend.
Yep, we've talked about auto mechanics.
Auto mechanics, the other side, the inside, the political side, the funny side, the wet side, the humorous side. Hell,
We haven't hit the dry side yet, but hang on.
one of these days.
That's going to be next week.
Okay. So, thank you everybody for being here. We have had a good time, and we will look forward to having you back again next week. So, Maria, sign us out.
See y'all next week. Bye.